Namaste and welcome to day 2 of your morning momentum experience. Don't forget that the playlist is linked in the description below. Today's practice will be a grounding yoga class. We will learn a couple of things or techniques to help you stay rooted and present throughout your day. Beginning in a comfortable seated position, you can close down the eyes or soften the gaze. Start to notice your breath, finding comfort in the soothing flow of your inhales and steady exhales. Witness the mat underneath you, feeling earth receive you as you are, whole and complete. Let us take a moment to set our intention for your practice and your day. I honor my breath and my body. I am present. I am safe. I am grounded. Gently blink open the eyes and take the 2 peace fingers of the right hand between the eyebrows and towards the center of the forehead. Take a deep breath in and close the right nostril with the right thumb. Then lift the thumb, breathe out through the right nostril, closing the left with the ring finger. Keep your fingers as they are. Inhale. Close off the right nostril and exhale through the left. Breathe in, fill up. Close the left nostril with the finger and lift the thumb, breathe out. Hold to breathe in. Switch the fingers and let it go. Take a few more here. Finding balance and harmony between the masculine and the feminine energy. Finding balance within yourself. Just taking a few more rounds of breath. See if you can really slow down your inhale and control your exhale. Ending with your exhale here. Gently release your hands into your lap, palms face down. Let your breath return to normal and observe. How do you feel? Where is your breath? Gently bring your hands behind you. Step the left foot down to the mat in front of you and cross the right ankle on top of the left thigh. If this is too much sensation, you can extend the left leg long. Press up through the heart. You can walk your heel or your hands closer to your hips. This is a great pose as an alternative to pigeon pose, as you have a lot of control where you would like to go. You can also find double pigeon, stacking the right ankle on top of the left knee and the right knee on top of the left ankle. Try to use your judgment here to decide where you need to be today. If you are folded forward in double pigeon, start to lift yourself up. From wherever you are, Extend the left leg long or keep it bent. Bring the right knee on top of the left knee. If you'd like, having that left leg extended or keeping the left knee bent, and the foot can be by your right hip. Your hands can hold and wrap around the top leg to give you support, or they can be grounded by your hips. Start to circle around in the hips, settling deeper into this pose. Feel your breath. Switching your rotation direction, maybe closing down the eyes. Coming through center, take a deep breath in and reach your arms up overhead. And dropping the left hand behind your back body between the shoulder blades, reach your right hand to the left elbow, gently pressing it down. Stay proud across the chest for one more breath in. And a breath out. Release the bind with the arms. Lean back and uncross the legs. You can drop the toes from side to side, moving into the hips. Now we'll take this to the other side, finding your seated pigeon. The left ankle can come over the right leg. Yogi's choice here. You can step the right foot down, adjusting and controlling how intense you'd like to feel the pose, or finding your double pigeon. Knowing that this isn't sitting cross-legged, you should have a very clear triangle in between your legs and hips. Your shins are stacked on top of each other. Maybe you fold forward. As you rest here, find your breath. Focus on grounding down and staying present. With your next inhale, you can slowly rise up and lean back. Bring the knees stacked on top of one another. If the sensation is too much or the left hip is lifted, extend the right leg long. Feel free to close down the eyes. You can begin those circles through the hips, just staying in one direction for now. Switch up the direction. Find center. Reach the arms up high. Dropping the right hand between the shoulder blades, bring the left hand to the right elbow. A nice tricep stretch. Growing tall with your breath in and rooting down with your breath out. Gently release and bring your hands behind you. Undo the bind in your legs and bring the soles of your feet to touch this time for butterfly. Opening across the chest. Yogi's choice here, you can bring the hands behind the hips even more. Press the belly forward and let the head and shoulders pull back. Letting yourself fill with gratitude. Draw the knees back together and give yourself a hug. In your own time, cross over the legs and come up to the top of your mat. Inhale, rising up, find your mountain pose. Flipping the palms forward, close down the eyes. Feeling the sensations of the mat underneath your feet. Feel your breath lift the chest, making you grow taller. And the feet grounding down as you breathe out. engaging muscles in the belly, the core. Bring your hands to your hips. Focus the weight into the right foot and start to lift the left heel coming onto the toes. Now you can stay here, open the left knee. You can keep that heel to the ankle, or you can reach down and pull the left foot up to the inside of the calf or the inner thigh. Express your branches however you'd like, reaching them overhead, maybe palms touch. One more variation is to lift the foot and bring the heel towards your hips, resting the outside of the foot onto the thigh. This requires a little bit more balance and engagement. If you'd like, you can then fold forward, lift the heel resting on the toes, start to sink into your seated toppling tree. Challenge yourself, take your time. Maybe lifting your hands, you can bring them to heart center. Focus on the loving energy coming from earth. Accepting and soothing. Playing around for just a few more moments. And you can slowly press away from the mat if you are in the seated tree, lifting yourself back up to tall. Bring the knee forward and then step the foot down. Shake out the right leg. You can tap out the toes. And we'll come back to your mountain pose with your hands on your hips. Tuning into the sway of the body, ground down through the left foot and open the right knee, entering your variation of tree pose. Express your arms, your branches, letting yourself be steadied by bringing your gaze to one point, focusing on your breath. It's okay to fall out. It's okay to challenge yourself. Breathe. When you are ready, bring your hands to the mat and as gracefully as you can, try to lift yourself all the way back up if you are in the seated. If you are standing, bring your right knee forward and step the foot down to the mat, finding Tadasana, mountain pose. Shake out the legs and then take a deep breath in, reach your arms high, and step the left foot back behind you. Lunge into the right knee, warrior one. It's okay for the hips to be open slightly. Just bring your focus to pulling the right shoulder back. Lengthen through the right leg and hinge forward, pyramid pose. Finding length through the spine, draw your belly button towards the leg. Proud across the chest, breathe. Slowly lifting yourself back up, extend your arms up high overhead, lean back, lift the gaze, and open into warrior two. Slide the back foot parallel to the bottom of your mat, broadening your stance if you need. Settle into your shape. Lengthen through the right leg. Drop the right hand down to the shin, ankle, or mat. And reach the left hand to the sky, stacking the shoulders. Rise up, warrior two. Settle. Sweep the left finger forward and step the left foot beside the right. Taking this to the other side, come back into your warrior one, arms overhead and bend into the left knee. Take a breath in, lengthen through the left leg. Bring your hands to heart and hinge forward from the hips. See if you can keep the back nice and flat. Upper body is strong. Continue breathing here, finding length through the hamstring, grounding down through both your feet. Begin a slow journey rising back up, opening into your warrior two. Take your time to widen your stance, sliding the right foot parallel to the bottom of your mat. Press down and root down through the left heel. Start to lengthen through the front leg. Reach the fingers forward and drop the hand down. Find your trikonasana, opening the right arm to the sky. Maybe you can lift the gaze. Find your breath. Energetically drawing the legs together. Take a full inhale and rise up. And an exhale, settle warrior two. Step forward with the right foot, reach the hand high, and bring your hands to heart. Full breath in, arms reach overhead. Lean back. Exhale, forward fold to the mat. Inhale, come into a gentle half lift. Exhale, step your feet back into a downward facing dog. Pedal out through the legs, bending one knee and then the other, finding even more length. Hips go to the sky. Bring the right knee in towards the nose, and then extend the right leg long. The toes come to the left side of your mat for fallen triangle. Root down through the right hand and start to reach the left arm overhead, stacking the hips, turning on the toes. Settle down onto the hips, the legs at a 90-degree. Facing the left leg to the bottom of your mat, fold forward. You can keep this more active or maybe a little bit passive, drawing the toes to the face and the spine straight. You can really relax here. Rise up, bring the right hand behind your hips, the left hand beside. Turn all the way to face the front of your mat, drawing the left hip forward. Breathe. Then tuck the back toes and start to lift yourself into a downward facing dog. However that may look, it may be a little bit awkward. We'll do this on the other side. The left knee comes to the elbows and then extend the left leg long, fallen triangle, reaching the right arm high. And spinning on the heels, start to lower yourself down, this time folding over the right leg. Rise up. The left hand comes behind your hips, right hand beside it. Turn your chest to the front of your mat. Make your way into your downward facing dog, tucking the back toes, pressing down through the palms, and lift yourself up. Take a full inhale and an exhale. Lower yourself back down into a seat, and we'll take Baddha Konasana or bound angle pose. The soles of the feet touch, open the knees. Lifting through the heart space. Feeling rooted through your hips. Feeling supported, safe, deserving of this moment right here, right now. You are free to exist and take up space in the way that you need to. All you have to do is quiet the mind, breathe, and accept where you are. You can continue in this meditation here, but if you'd like to take a few moments to journal, you can grab your notebook now and write about the feelings that have come up for you in these 20 minutes. Feelings of safety, of acceptance, of groundedness, and calm. How can you take this into your day? What can you do to remind yourself to always come back to your breath? To always feel the energy of earth around you. Of course, taking as much time as you need to here, pausing the video. But if you are ready to begin the rest of your day, bring your hands into your lap. Finding stillness, take a breath in and let it go. Reach the arms overhead, breathe in, and out your hands come to heart center. The light in me sees, acknowledges, and honors the light in you, and knows that they are the same. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for day 2. I will see you tomorrow for day 3. I hope you have a wonderful and beautiful rest of your day.